What's kind of your mindset heading into the finale on Saturday with your last chance to show anything?
Just play hard and do my job. The same thing I do every week. Focus on my assignments, focus on getting my teammates the call, and play my ass off.
Is it tough to not think about what's going to happen over the next 4 or 5 days?
Nah, it's really not. I try to think about what I can control the controllables, do what I can, and let the people who make decisions make their decisions. I don't sit around worrying about something that I don't have a decision in. So I'm focused on going out there on Saturday and having a great game and giving a good impression to the entire league.
When we saw those two really big plays you made last week, other than that, how would you assess the way that your camp was doing?
Now, I feel like I've had a great camp. I've been able to showcase my talents, whether it be in practice or, as you guys have seen in the game. So I've definitely been proud of myself. I feel like I put my best foot forward every single day and given my best effort, taking the coaching and made corrections. So I'm excited for the future. I'm thankful for my time so far here in Cleveland.
Did you know coming in that you were going to have so much success as you did? Like, were you that confident, or was it a little bit of an unknown for you?
Honestly, I was that confident. I just know my own ability, and after going through mini camp, and just getting OTAs and getting a feel for the guys and getting a feel for how the NFL kind of is, and going home for that break, I was very confident that I would be ready when I came back for camp to really compete, with the veterans and put myself in a good position.
Was there, when you're in that game against Philly, is there sort of a, I don't know, do you feel like, okay, this is what I've been working for, I've put it together? Is there a moment like that?
Can you rephrase that?
I just mean so obviously you've been working since minicamp,
yeah,
all that, and to kind of put that on tape in that game against Philly, did it feel different? Did it feel like
it feels
kind of what I've been working at?
It feels good. It feels good to let everybody else know, what I've already, know for myself. It feels good to be able to put that on tape, as solid proof, because what they say, men lie, women lie, but the film doesn't lie. So being able to put that on film, that was big, and I'm thankful to God to be able to make me be healthy and be able to do that.
How disappointed were you weren't drafted? How disappointed were you to not be drafted?
I was extremely disappointed. I didn't really expect it. It's not really what I was hearing before the draft, so it was kind of a shocker, disappointed. But I just used all that as fuel to be the type of player that I know I'm going to be in this league.
What type of impact have some of these veterans in that linebacker room, like an Anthony Walker, had on you and your quick growth and development these last few months?
They've played a very vital role in that. They've done a great job of making sure that I have an understanding of what's needed. I have an understanding of what's expected of me every day, and they've held me to a high standard. So whenever I make a mistake, they'll be there to correct me, and whenever I do a good job, they'll be there to praise me and give me a high five. So it's been a great experience being in the room with them, and they definitely showed me what it's like to be a leader and how to be a leader.
What's been the feedback you've gotten from the coaches, right? When they watch your film together, what are some of the things that they continue to point out to you?
I'm doing a good job and just keep doing what I'm doing. So that's what I'm focused on, being the same guy every day, not having a really high day then a really low day, just being the same guy every day. So that's what I've been focused on, of course they give me improvements or things I need to get better on. So, been focusing on those things and improving them.
The special teams new to you? Did you do that at Utah?
I didn't play it at Utah, but I did a lot at Florida. So special teams isn't really, too difficult for me just because a lot of it is just, being an instinctive, athlete, running down the field on kickoff, speed, aggressiveness, all that stuff is stuff that I've always naturally played with. So I haven't had too many difficulties in playing special teams.
Have you been on all the teams here?
Yes, sir.
Are you one of those guys who kind of remembers everyone who kind of got drafted instead of you?
Yeah, for sure. Like if you name a player, I'll tell you what round they went in, what team they went to. I was watching that very carefully, so it was really disrespectful moment. But Andrew Berry came through at the end to come get me, so I'm very thankful for him, and I look forward to repaying him for that effort.
Was it almost beneficial in a way, like once you kind of realized you weren't going to get drafted, you kind of got to choose where you wanted to go?
I mean, not necessarily. I wouldn't say it was beneficial. It really wasn't like I just told my agent, hey, just tell me where we're going. So,
Other options?
yeah, I had a lot of good options. It was kind of a negotiation. So,
relied on your agents to choose the team?
Yeah, my agent just really told me, what the best deal was, financially. I wasn't really, I felt, like I said earlier, I felt confident in my abilities to come and play football. So it didn't really matter to me where it was. I knew I was confident in myself and who I'm going to be as a person, as a player, whether it's on the field, in the meeting room, in the media, every aspect of the game. So, I was confident in that.
So did you know anything about the Browns before you signed here?
Nah, absolutely nothing. I never met with the Browns before. I think I met with like a scout at like at the Shrine game, so I didn't really know anything about the Browns. Actually, after the draft concluded, I get a FaceTime call from like a random number. I don't have the number saved. I answer it, and the person starts giving me a spiel, like, this is why you should come to Cleveland. And I didn't know the person's face, so I was like, excuse me, who are you? And it was Stefanski. So that, like, I had no. If you would have asked me April 28th, are you going to be a Cleveland Brown? I would have thought no shot, because I never, really communicated with them. But they did a great job in vetting me. They did a great job in scouting me, because when I came here, they had all the information that I could even imagine. So that's a commitment to them.
Any other head coach at the time calling?
Rivera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a couple of head coaches I talked to.
And how do you pronounce your first name?
Mahmoud.
Have you joked about that with Kevin?
Nah, I actually haven't. He's probably gonna see this and be like, "Dang," but I'm sure he remembers me asking like, "Who are you?" And but I didn't mean it in any wrong way or anything. I was just really confused on like who this person was, which team they were representing. So I was thankful for that. That showed me that he had respect for my game and really wanted me as a player. So I'm happy to be here under his leadership. He's been doing a great job so far, and I love you here.
There's a couple undrafted guys. Rodney McLeod was undrafted. He's been here forever. D'Anthony Bell's like a second-year guy. He made it as an undrafted last year. Have they given you any tips?
Yeah, I definitely. I was actually telling Rod, on the field yesterday, like, yeah, you the motivation, like, that you who I want to kind of emulate. 12-year career after going undrafted. So I try to stay in their ear. Him and D Bell, try to figure out what they had to do to get to the point that they're at now. So.
Looking back, why do you think you didn't get drafted? What were teams missing?
I don't know. I feel like probably just I didn't go to the combine. Not going to the combine kind of hurt. A lot of my numbers. I wasn't invited. So a lot of my numbers I did at pro day would have smashed everything at the combine. So I feel like that kind of hurt things. A lot of I didn't get to meet with teams. I didn't get to talk with teams. I had surgery in the season. I didn't get to have to go through the medical there. So I feel like all that was a culmination, and
I guess the bigger question is, why weren't you invited to the combine?
I don't know. I'm looking for that answer too. So whenever you find it out, tell bro to come get me.
What was the surgery you had?
I tore my meniscus the second week of the season, and I was supposed to be out like 6 weeks. I missed 2, came back, finished the year. So.
Why did you switch schools?
My coaches got fired. They're restarting everything. Mullen got fired, the training staff, everyone, they wiped out the building. So for my last year, I didn't want to be in an environment that was in a transitionary period, because that wasn't really something that was going to help me grow as a player. So I wanted to be in a place that was solid, had a solidified leadership, and had a plan on what we were going to do for this year, and that was Utah. So.
Do a couple more.
What was you said, obviously Rod, D'Anthony were giving you advice. What's the best advice they gave you can share with them?
I mean, it's really almost like, I wouldn't say common sense, but it's just like, you're on a little bit of a tighter leash when you're undrafted. So you have to be a little bit more exact with everything you do. But like I said, it's kind of common sense. Like anyone who's undrafted, they know, it's a lot easier to get rid of you than anybody else. So you have to be, on your P's and Q's a little bit sharper than everybody else.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Appreciate you.